Alrighty, so we're on to 4.7, which is transforming formulas. Super simple because we've done a lot of this before, but instead our formulas are only involving variables, and when we solve for something, we normally have some numbers in there. So don't let all the variables confuse you. You still solve for that variable, and you would just like you would solve any other equation. Now, in science, we often have formulas to represent relationships between variables. We can solve these formulas for any of the variables within the formula. Now, the key to solving formulas for a variable, you need to isolate the variable you are solving for. So figure out which one you're solving for, isolate it. Now, you must use addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division to get the variable you are solving alone. Okay, so just like if you need to get one of the variables by itself, if you were to, have 2x plus 3 equals 5, you would, again, subtract 3 from both sides. You use subtraction, then you have 2x equals 2, divide by 2 to get x by itself, which is 1. But now we're not going to have actual numbers. So for example, if b equals ax, we're solving for x. We need to get x by itself, so we need to get rid of that a. That a is being multiplied, so we need to divide by a. Those a's cancel out over here, so we're left with x on this side, and we're left with b over a, or we can write it as x equals b over a, either one, doesn't matter. But we solved for x. That's our answer. That's it. So if we were to know what b and a were, we could plug in numbers for that and easily find x. Now this one, b equals x plus a. Again, solving for a, solving for x, got to get rid of this a, so it's being added, so we do the opposite, which is subtracting. So that cancels out, and we're left with b minus a equals x, or you can rewrite it as x equals b minus a. And again, if we have b and a, we can easily find x. Now, this one's a little bit more complicated. We need to get r by itself. Now, before we can divide by that 2 and the s, we have to get rid of this stuff that's further away. So you got to work your way outside in. I need to move this s squared over here. So in order to do that, it's being added. So I need to subtract s squared. So that's going to cancel. But I got to do it on both sides. Oops, that's not an 8. It's s squared. So that leaves me with a minus s squared equals 2rs. I'm trying to get r by itself, and I can actually rewrite this as 2sr because of the what property? The commutative property. And so now I can just get rid of 2s. So divide by 2s. So that leaves us with a minus s squared over 2s equals, and then again that cancels, r. So I could rewrite as r equals a minus s squared over 2s. I think these are even easier because you don't have to go ahead and do anything with the number. Like, if you had actual numbers, you would be able to simplify this more, but we don't. So we just leave it like that. It's that easy. So some people make it more complicated than it is, but just do it like you would if you had numbers. There you have it.